Hey beautiful students, this is Teacher Josh and I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to use Google Meet. So once you're in the classroom, it's quite simple to join your teacher and classmates in a Google Meet meeting. You're going to notice there is a link in the banner at the very top of your class called Google Meet. What you're going to want to do is highlight this link right here and copy it. You can either right click on your mouse pad and click copy, or Control C allows you to copy. What you'll want to do then is open up a new tab on your internet browser and paste. Again, you can right click and simply hit paste and paste that code and then just hit enter. Once you do that, you're going to see a screen come up that looks like this. And what you're going to want to do is check to see if your microphone is working, and you can see these little blue lines moving in the left-hand corner of the screen if your mic is picking up your voice. You'll also notice there's two buttons. This one is your microphone. So if it's all black, it means it's on. If you click on it and it turns red with a line through it, it's muted. That means no one in the meeting can hear you. In general, you want to enter a meeting on mute and only unmute when the teacher asks you a question or wants you to talk. There's also the video button. So if I click on the video button, I should then be able to see myself on the screen when I enter the meeting. We would like to ask students to be on video when they enter the Google Meet. This is very important so that you can see my face and I can see your face in the video when we meet. Okay, so what you're going to want to do now is just hit the Join Now button right here. So I'm going to click on it, and it's going to take me into the meeting. All right, so let's just take a look at this. We can turn the video on or off. Right now, that function isn't going to work for me because I'm on a screen recorder, but you should see your face here if you have your video on, or in a little square up at the top. Let's go over all of the functions within Google Meet. First of all, you'll see meeting details. If you click on the arrow, it should bring up the joining information. There's that link again that we used. There's also a phone number. If you want to use your phone and call into the Google Meet, that's possible, and you would need this PIN. Okay, that's that. Let's look at the main functions in Google Meet. Here's that microphone again. Again, we would ask that you mute yourself when you're not speaking in the Google Meet. This red little phone is how you leave the meeting. If I click on this, I will exit or leave the Google Meet. Again, here's the video icon. So if I click on this, the video comes on. If I click on it again, the video goes off. You will also notice a little square with 2 C's in it. That is called closed caption. So let's click on this. This is pretty wonderful. If I click on the caption button, you're going to notice that I can now see everything that I'm saying in print on the screen. I think this is a nice idea for people learning English. They can see the words and they can hear the words. This is wonderful. The other thing that you'll notice is the present now. It's possible that your teacher might have you show some pictures. For example, maybe the assignment is to introduce yourself with a picture in a Google Meet. Well, you could have a picture on your desktop and show everybody in the meeting your picture. So let's click on it. There's 3 options to share your screen. The first option, your entire screen, it's simply going to show whatever screen, whatever tab you're on in that window. You can also show a separate window, so you can see I have different programs running on my computer. So I could show you whichever screen I want to. The one that I really like is the third option, a Chrome tab. So now you're going to notice any tab that I have open, I can pick the one that, for example, maybe I have a picture in a slide on this tab and I want to show you that. Just for the example, I'm going to show you the classroom on Google Classroom. So I'm going to click on this, I'm going to hit share, and it automatically takes us to that tab that I chose. Now we're in the Google Classroom, right back where we started. You'll notice there's a blue square over the tab that I'm sharing. It indicates which tab I'm sharing. There is also at the top here a button that says sharing this tab on meet.google.com with a stop button. So if I want to stop sharing that tab and just go back to the meeting, I just hit stop. And now it just brings everybody back to this screen. Finally, you're going to notice there are 3 buttons on the right-hand side of the screen which give you further options. There's a change layout option. This is nice depending on how you want to look at the screen. I recommend just leaving it on auto. That's the easiest. But let's say, for example, we're just having a big conversation with everybody. You might want to go with tiled. This will fill the screen with all the people in the meeting in front of you, so you can see the most people at once. So that's nice. And there's some other options as well, but I would just leave it on auto. You don't need to do anything with that. Let's take a look at a couple of other things that are important. Also, full screen. Maybe you just want the entire computer screen to show your Google Meet. You can click on that and it's just going to take over the meeting. So that's another option. Let me come down here now. Again, I click on the buttons down below here. You can turn off the captions. And also the other thing I should mention is you can record the meeting. Maybe you want to record a one-on-one teaching session with your teacher, or your teacher wants to record something so that you can go back and listen to it later. This is the button you would push. It will stick the recording in your Google Drive folder, so you can go back and access the recording. Really a wonderful thing to be able to do. Finally, if you look up at the top of the screen on the far upper right corner, you can it shows you how many people are in the meeting. This also brings up a chat. This is really important. You can chat with other people in the meeting. In general, if you have a question you want to ask the teacher, this is a nice place to ask a question. Okay, so that's the main features of Google Meet. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you all soon.